So, I'm sorry about, the whole ranting and raving and just all the anger that was at, my last video. I just had to get those thoughts, off my chest because I was mad. I was mad. I was pissed and stupid to get pissed over that, but you know what? I was pissed, so I'm sorry. But here, I'm gonna review the review I should have put up last week, but I just had to get those thoughts on my chest of the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Because, yeah, that will totally, completely soften my mood towards, just soften my mood completely, basically, So, honestly, I need to ask, where do I begin? Please, people, answer that for me. Where do I begin? I don't understand. Why do, I'll start here. Why do remakes, need to be made? Why? If the movies, especially if you're remaking a classic, if you're remaking a classic, why remake them? They were classic, let the people remember them for what they were. Don't come back with a new one because you think, oh, we got the special effects, it'll be way better. That does not make your movie good. It makes the special effects look better, but it doesn't make it any better. It doesn't. If they were classic movies, keep them classics, people. Don't ruin them. That's 90% of the movies that are out these days. Next to sequels and prequels and adaptations. Make original content. Don't, make, go back and remake classic movies like Total Recall or something. I don't know. Just that's one. Second of all, that's 30. Second, it's two. They wrote the character Freddy Krueger. Let's start with let's get to that. Freddy Krueger in this movie. Now, Jackie Earle Haley, I believe he portrays Freddy in this movie. He did a good job. I'm not gonna lie. He did do a pretty good job in this movie. Now, did he do better than Robert Englund, who portrayed Freddy in the original series? I can't really say because I've only seen a little bit of that original franchise. So really, he did do a good job for what was there to work with and all. I thought he did a good job. He didn't do a fantastic job, but I like him as an actor. I liked him as, Rorschach and Watchmen. I liked him here as Freddy. Was he better than Robert Englund? I can't confirm that because, I haven't seen the original movie, so I guess that's just up for you guys to decide. But, they ruined him. They ruined his character in this movie completely. Even an idiot like me knows, who hasn't seen a lot of the original franchise, knows this isn't the whole story of Freddy was completely, ruined. It was just completely chopped down. From what I remember, Freddy in the original series, original franchise, whatever, was a child murderer. He murdered children, and what happened was the parents went after him, chased him down into a building of sorts. I don't know. Burned him alive. He came back as Freddy Krueger, murdered people in their sleep. That was the character. But here they change it completely and make it, well, not completely, but they change him and make him instead a child molester. Which, I don't get it. Why, what is with all these, 80s adaptation, remakes or whatever, being made, and they change these characters' origins. The same thing I had to say in my Ninja Turtles 2014 rant. Why change the characters' whole story? Just make the movie about them like you did before. It worked then. Do it now again because it worked back there, or better yet, don't remake it. Just keep it the same, people. Just to stop doing that. Why was it changed here? To make it creepier? Well, not really, because it wasn't all that creepy, child murderer isn't all. It's creepy to some people, but it's not really that scary or creepy to me because it's kind of real, basically. So, that's that. Another thing, speaking of not being creepy, the movie's not scary, at all. I saw this movie on, HBO or TV or whatever, a year after it came out, and I was like, this isn't scary. It's just one jump scare after another jump scare. In fact, I'll sum the movie up right here. Boo! There. Did you get scared? No? Well, then that's your whole reaction to this movie because it's not scary. 90% of the scares in this movie are just jump scares. Going around a corner and then jumping out and screaming boo is not scary. It's like all the horror movies these days. They're not trying to freak you out or make you scared genuinely. It's just, we'll just be lazy and just make someone jump out of the corner. It's that's not scary. It's just being lazy. It's not. It's just being a lazy person. It's just being lazy, basically. That's not scary. And I caught a few glimpses of the original franchise of not Friday the 13th. I'm sorry, Nightmare on Elm Street, and those freaked me out as a kid. I went without sleepless nights just by catching 5 to 15, 10 to 15 seconds of one scene from one of the I keep on saying Friday, one of the Nightmare movies, I keep on saying I'm sorry. If I say that, I'm very sorry. From one of the Nightmare movies, I think Nightmare 2, Freddy's Revenge, when that Freddy was coming out of the guy's stomach, I think what it was. I can't be sure, I haven't seen it in years. Freaked me out as a kid. That was scary, stuff like that, that's creepy. It will stay in your head. Not this. This is nothing creepy or anything. It's just, we'll jump out and just say boo. It's it's not scary. It's just jumping out and saying boo, which isn't scary. If you find that scary, then I guess this is your movie. Another problem with this movie is the way Freddy looks. Like I said, they ruined his character. Well, they ruined the way he looked. I know this has been said before, but he doesn't look he doesn't look how he looked in the original movie. He doesn't look like a demon. He looks more like a piece of chicken. He looks all fried and stuff. It looks like they took him, put his face in a deep fryer, like a KFC, and just that. Oh, there's your Freddy right there. He doesn't look burnt, which is kind of ironic because if you really took someone's face, put it in a deep fryer, they would probably look more like Freddy in the original franchise. But not here. It looked like a piece of chicken. He doesn't look menacing. When I look at him, I don't think I should be scared of him. I think I should have him with a side of friggin', mashed potatoes and gravy, That should have been a marketing, campaign for KFC. I would have went there. I mean, he doesn't look like bloody and, he doesn't look bloody and red. He just looks like a burnt piece of, he looks like a piece of chicken. And messed up his eyes. It's all indented and stuff. And his nose is all weird. It looks like a cat. It looks like a lion, basically, But it's just so, I hate this movie. I really do. Jackie Earle Haley did a good job for what was in here, but overall, the movie's bad. They could have did something new with this franchise, but just decided just to make it like every single horror movie that was out at the time. It was just so bad, It was just so, I hated it. I really didn't like this movie. That's why I'm going to give it a rating of 2, I guess, only because of Jackie Earle Haley's performance. And nothing was scary. Even the special effects were terrible. The part where Freddy was over the chick's bed and stuff. It didn't look scary like in the original. And that looked more believable because they put a piece of plastic over it and the actor was that. It was that looked better in the 80s. And you have, this is a Nightmare movie, and you have more of a budget. It looked terrible and stuff. It was just so bad. 3. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. It was terrible. Don't go see it. Stick with the original franchise and hope that there will be something better. We all should have expected this from producer Michael Bay. Oh, that makes sense for the origin change. So, whatever. I'm going on a little bit too longer, but I'm sorry. That's it. See ya.